Peace and power to you, people. This is Kevin Orosz. In this video, I just want to share a short transmission about how there's nothing in the caterpillar that tells you about the butterfly. And I think civilization as we know it, as is very apparent in this year 2020 of perfect vision, also known as Armageddon, the apocalypse, the eschaton, which are just fancy words that mean the great revealing or the great unraveling. And make no mistake, we are entering butterfly culture. There's so much in the collective right now and in all individuals. I'm sure many of you feel it and see this in your own individual life, because the individual life mirrors the collective journey. And this is shown to us in all of humanity's myths, in the hero myth, in the stories of saints, heroes, teachers, and masters. When the caterpillar way of being, right, consumption and greed and just a fattening and unconscious destruction of the environment, which isn't bad or wrong, but isn't sustainable, and that's very obvious. At some point, the dark night of the soul takes over. The darkness takes over of the chrysalis. And so imagine this right now, that humanity is in the chrysalis. The caterpillars are all going back into the darkness, into the primordial chaos to be reformulated. And those imaginal cells, the new cells of the butterfly, are starting to grow and multiply and open up. And these are all of the star seeds, light workers, empaths, healers of the world. These are all the people on the path, whether they're conscious of it or unconscious of it. They're creating a context and they're creating content around this new culture. And so in the dark night of the soul, in the facing of the shadow, everything that was the caterpillar is being dissolved. It's being turned into fluid. It's being decomposed, right? It's being composted. We're composting Babylon. And this is not a pretty process, because it involves a lot of death and kicking and screaming and blood, sweat, and tears of the old dying away. But make no mistake, this is not a process that terminates. This is not a process that will end in the darkness. A reformulation is happening of all human, social, cultural, religious, spiritual, and economic values. On all levels and in all layers for the planet, there is a reformulation taking place. We are in the alchemic alembic, right? The different elements and pieces and these chemicals are bubbling together. And it's happening at all angles at once. And it can be quite confusing and disheartening to feel this in your own life and to see people trashing each other in comments on Facebook and see government leaders being exposed as completely diabolical, seeing whole systems collapsing around us. But can you hold the vision for butterfly culture? Can you hold the vision for spreading the wings, leaving the past behind, learning from it, but leaving it behind, making a break with the momentum of trauma and heredity that has been passed down to us now in this time? This is an invitation, a call out to all of you to hold the vision and do what is yours to do. Make your offerings, send up those prayers, stay connected to the ground with your feet on the earth as we make this transition, because it's going to get worse before it gets better. We're in a window right now in indigenous prophecies between 2020 and 2023. There's a portal and a gateway that we're passing through. And this energy is going to continue now. The unraveling is going to continue as we start to step into and open into a new civilization. And what I would hope to see for that civilization, if we believe everything that we've been seeing and feeling in our dreams and our visions and our stories and myths, it's that a new golden age will emerge. A new layer will emerge for humanity where we can actually live in harmony with the earth. We can live in harmony with each other. We can stay grounded and actually resource and self-source energy through technology, through money and finance, through social tribal intelligence, through relating to the masculine and feminine, through raising children and young boys to be powerful men, through raising young girls to be queens. This is what's happening right now. And the reason the dark is trying so hard to prevent you from seeing it is because they know that if this happens and when this happens, their hold on the fragmented divide and conquer mentality will be destroyed. And that's what's happening. So we have to hold the line, inform yourself, get into information that supports you. Get in formation with the people around you that support you, with the people around you that are holding this vision with you. Because hold on to your hats. We are not going out into that cold, dark night of the soul without something to show for it. So there is a rebirthing happening. So my question to you is, how are you taking part in that? What role are you going to play at the end of the civilization that we've been raised in? What can be learned can be unlearned. And so it's a great time and a great turning to unlearn the toxic cultural and social values and institutions that would lead us into darkness. And it's time to start creating the new that will make them obsolete. If this message is vibing with you, share this video out, tag someone who needs to hear it. Hope you are doing so well and peacefully, even here during Armageddon, family. See y'all very soon.